Rhett and Link, along with their show Good Mythical Morning, were pioneers of bringing talk show content onto YouTube, but over the past couple of years, there is no denying that, at least statistically, they have been on a downward trend. Taking a look at Google Trends, you can see that they peaked in early 2015, and relative to their peak, they are only pulling in 19% of that traffic now. So here are a couple of reasons that could explain this trend. Starting off, the content that they cover on their show has drastically changed over the years. If you skim through their earlier seasons, you'll realize that they mainly cover news content or random life tips like how to stay awake in class, and eating content or challenges were quite rare. In season 4, only 7 videos out of their 79 videos in that season had anything to do with food or challenges. However, by season 14, 79 videos out of their 99 videos were about food or some sort of challenge, whether having their moms take lie detector tests or Rhett and Link eat more gross stuff. In fact, finding videos on their original topics was quite difficult. They transitioned from a talk show or podcast to a challenge or try new things show. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing, and they must have been consciously making this change, probably because these videos proved more popular. However, it is important to keep things in moderation. A challenge video here or there could be refreshing, but when 80% of their content is challenges, it gets quite stale pretty quickly. I mean, how many times would you want to see Rhett and Link choke on sketchy food? And that brings me on to my second point. Not only did their videos become more predictable and repetitive, but they were also getting longer. Again, throughout season 4, their average video duration was 9 to 11 minutes, but by season 13, this increased to 25 minutes per day with 3 or 4 episodes per day, which simply felt choppy and was too much. This was clearly in an attempt to play to YouTube's algorithm and garner a greater average total watch time per viewer. However, this isn't really their fault, and their partnership with YouTube probably had a strong influence on this. Before this increase in video length, Good Mythical Morning episodes were unique and exciting every day as they covered different topics. Oftentimes, viewers wanted more, which got them coming back every day. But as the seasons passed by, we saw more and more eating challenges that grew longer and longer in length, which actually made the episodes unintriguing, and I think that may have actually decreased their average watch time. And another thing to keep in mind is that their seasons themselves were getting longer as well, and this was all during a time when less content was actually doing better on YouTube. For instance, take a look at the channels that were really growing at this time. Graham Stephan was posting 3 times a week. Matt Diavella was only posting 1 time per week. And then we have people who took it even further like Mark Rober, who only posts 1 time per month. And there are many channels that post even less than that and are wildly successful. All of this brings me to my final and most important point, which is that they lost a lot of creative power when they made their deal with YouTube. See, a couple years ago, YouTube funded an expanded version of the show as part of its ad-supported originals initiative. And this is why they turned to longer 20+ minute content. This may have also influenced their decision to focus more on challenges as opposed to their original content. Less than a year after this deal, Studio 71 decided to bring back 12 to 15 minute videos starting season 14, which is a clear sign that they really didn't like the longer TV style format either. So, to sum up, objectively, a transition in content, longer style videos, and loss in some creative power to YouTube hurt Good Mythical Morning, but that's just objective. Rhett and Link were also feeling emotionally drained by the show. On an Ear Biscuits podcast called Why is Rhett Growing Out His Hair and Beard, Rhett goes into depth about how therapy has helped change his perspective and the struggle of waking up every day to YouTube comments that would determine his self-worth. On top of this, Rhett and Link have admitted to having severe doubt in the direction of Good Mythical Morning and when the show was going to end. They worried if they had made wrong choices as the channel grew. Link said, quote, "How many things can we just keep eating?" And I think that encompasses what the audience was feeling as well. Good Mythical Morning had simply grown out of what it once was and evolved into something that tried to play to the favor of YouTube, which is not what the audience or Rhett and Link wanted. This explains the changing content, the failed expanded format, the burnout Rhett and Link were feeling, and consequently the decline of Good Mythical Morning. Now, don't get me wrong here, Good Mythical Morning was an amazing show and I really enjoyed watching it, but as the trends show, it was simply time to move on. But that doesn't mean the end of Rhett and Link though. They're still posting videos on Good Mythical Morning and they really seem to be enjoying Ear Biscuits, their podcast show. They are also apparently vlogging on Rhett and Link every Saturday. So as they continue producing videos, I really do hope they do fantastic. But that is what happened to Good Mythical Morning. If I missed any key points for why the show slowly died, then make sure to comment that down below. Also, if you guys thought this video provided an unbiased view onto the decline, then make sure to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos just like this one. But until then, I'm Hari, and I'll see you guys on the next one.